guys, it's me, it's Jer Bear. I am running really late today because I've had some technical difficulties with for some reason, my web browsers are crashing and I'm having all kinds of issues with some programs on this computer. So I do apologize that I've been running so late. And if I should happen to just stop now, or if I get cut off without knowing or without, expecting it, it's not me, it's my computer. I think I've got viruses on this computer, but I do thank you for stopping by, and I do apologize again for being so late. I'm joined off camera by Dad and Amy. And today is my brother's birthday. He turns 44 today. Happy birthday, Wayne. We love you. There's been a lot going on. What I would like to do, well, first of all, I don't want to hear any echo from other phones, so you probably have to reduce the volume. Just 1 second. But it seems to be working because Amy is watching me and listening to me on her phone through here. But I, first of all, want to apologize again for being so late. We've had some things happen here. Some good things, by the way. I'm doing okay. Dad's doing okay. Amy's doing okay. It was a good week. I found out, however, on Friday that a young boy that was, he was battling cancer. He passed away back in January, and I found out on Friday, which I'm a little hurt by that, but I'm learning to get through it and cope with it. And so we had that going on. And this coming Saturday, I have to go up to McGeehan Funeral Home, not for anything bad. Like no one passed away recently or anything, but we are discussing arrangements for Dad over here. He wants to talk about what he wants done with his body after he dies, which is not a discussion that anyone wants to have, but it has to be had. So my brother Wayne and my brother Jay and I will be at the funeral home this coming Saturday. And what else is going on? Yeah, we got so tomorrow I'm going to be out paying bills, and hopefully Tuesday I will get to go visit with my mom. I was speaking on the phone with my mom for like 3 hours straight, which was nice. So I'm going to be potentially going up to my mom's on Tuesday. And speaking of Tuesday, March 2nd is the 32nd anniversary of my diagnosis with Wilms tumor. It's very, I don't know. I try not to dwell on it a lot because that was then, this is now. So I'm trying to, take it all in stride and just, productively live my life and do what I do, helping other people and doing it honestly. So, yeah, but today is my brother Wayne's birthday. He turns 44 today. Happy birthday, bro. We love you. I don't know if you're watching. There's only 3 people watching right now, but we love you. We hope you had a wonderful day today. We hope we know you party hard last night. But we definitely hope that you're doing well. We hope that you're having a wonderful birthday. If you're not, sleeping off a hangover, who knows? Oh, he's supposed to be over today. Okay. So they're probably watching right now. There's 4 people watching. So they're probably watching, and they're probably, when were they coming out? Oh, he's going to call when he gets closer. Okay. So again, guys, I do apologize. I am running way behind, but I've been having issues. I think there's viruses on my computer. So when I get that $1,400 stimulus check, I know what I'm going to be doing. I was hoping to have saved up some of that money so I could plan a trip, but looks like I might have to maybe potentially look into getting another computer. I've had this one for quite a long time, but I'm going to have to start from scratch. Hopefully I can recover some of my files, but every time I click on a file, the screen goes black. I lost my what do you call that? The background, the wallpaper on my computer, because it was a picture of me and a little lady named Mary Jane that I met. Actually, I met her at Ponderosa in Owasso. She's a childhood cancer survivor, and they had a National Survivor Day at Sparrow Hospital. and we ran into each other. We had a picture taken together with my Jer Bear, which was really cool. So hopefully it's not too painful to start from scratch. I might even just look into getting a laptop computer, which might be the better way to go. Although I just got this new mic set up, and I can still use the equipment, but I'm just going to have to re-download everything onto a laptop if I do in fact get a laptop computer. Right now it's just a stroke of luck. I am using I don't even know what Microsoft Edge, I think, is the name of the web browser that I'm using. No issues yet. But like I said, if this live stream should just happen to cut out and just you end up losing me, it's probably because of issues with the other web browsers. I'm thinking I might have viruses on Google Chrome because that's what I've been using, and I might have to take it out of my computer and potentially, maybe, perhaps re-download it. But I really am sorry. I do apologize for starting so late. Everything here is good. I'm in good health. Like I said, these guys are in good health. I really shouldn't speak for them, but I'm trying to hurry this along just in case I run into future issues with crashing with web browsers not working.
Mary Jane he was talking about is a person that's not what you think it is.
Yeah. Mary Jane it's a little girl. She was a cancer warrior, and she's still fighting, I think, or she might even be cured. Yeah, it's a little girl named Mary Jane. Sweetheart too. Sweet little lady. So tomorrow I'll be out paying bills. Tuesday I'm going to be going up to visit with my mom. She was planning to have dinner. She asked me what I wanted for dinner, and I said, well, considering that it's mom, the possibilities are endless because you have always made the best fucking food that I know of. Being mom knows how to cook. And we had a very nice conversation, over 3 hours long. Our conversations are stellar. I love having those long conversations with mom on the phone. And I think the script would be flipped had I lived with mom and dad was, living somewhere else. I would probably have the same amount of time on the phone with dad. But I live with dad. I see him 24/7. That's not a bad thing. I like living with dad. And that's if dad likes me living here with him, because I can be a bit of a nuisance. Can I? Mm-hmm. Right. See, he admits it. I can be a bit of a pain in the ass when I want to be, but who isn't? And Wednesday, what is Wednesday? Was I doing something on Wednesday? I don't think I'm doing anything on Wednesday. Thursday, no. Friday, I don't think so. Saturday, I got to be at the funeral home. So there are going to be days in between when I actually don't have anything to do, and I don't have a schedule. So, woohoo! Eye itches. But so seasonal allergies. Ugh, my eyes don't stop itching. But that's what's going on. It was a year ago today that my ex-girlfriend Ruth had passed away. She was a Wilms warrior and a survivor. I didn't forget, and I don't know who's watching, if anyone from her family's watching, but I did not forget. And my mind and my heart is all over the place today. And I really and truly think about her all the time, and I miss her terribly. And it was on the 25th when my cousin Corey Van Horn, he was a cousin by marriage. He's been gone for a whole year. And a little lady who lived in Colorado, she passed away from brain cancer. Her name was Daisy Walsh. She's been gone a whole year, and she passed on the 26th of February last year. So there are a lot of anniversaries of deaths. It's not so good to remember all that stuff, but it doesn't leave your mind. And it's just one of those things where you recognize it, you internalize it, and then you just go on with your day and you try to get on with your life. Um, but I have not forgotten. I have not forgotten. So, like I said, I've been here for 10 minutes. So far, so good. Knock on wood. No issues with web browsers crashing or anything like that. Um, so I have a friend out there who may potentially be watching. I'll probably have to text her again to find out if she can hear what I'm saying. Just 1 second, guys. I'm gonna see if she can hear. Can you let me know if you can hear me, or if anybody out there can hear me, or if you're watching, please text my cell phone number on the live stream right now. Okay. So I texted my friend, and she, hopefully, if she's watching, hello, text me back, let me know. And I don't care. It doesn't necessarily have to be that friend. Anybody who's watching this, and if you have my cell phone number, could you please text me and let me know that you can hear me, that this is coming through? I know Amy's watching out in the kitchen. She can hear everything I'm saying in here, but then because of there's a delay. So a few seconds after I say something here, she's going to hear it on her phone on the live stream. So if anyone out there, other than Amy, of course, in internet world can hear me, please text me if you have my number, and I will wait. Like, all of this just suddenly had come on. Like I've been. Amy says, "I hear you." Well, of course you hear me. We're in the same house. But all of this started to come on, just all really suddenly. I didn't expect for Google to crash. I didn't expect for Internet Explorer to crash, and I certainly did not expect for all of my fucking programs to stop working. I tried to play a video in my media player. Not a chance. I tried to upload a video in my Windows Movie Maker. Not a chance. So I'm guessing there's viruses on this computer, and I don't know how to fix it. What I'll probably have to do is take this computer into a shop, pay someone to swipe it clean, restore it to factory defaults, and start all fucking over again. That's probably what's going to happen. I've had this computer for a very long time, so I guess it's about time to get another computer, although I'm really not crazy about getting another computer. It's not something I wanted to do. It's not something I plan to, but it's something I'll probably have to do if I want to continue having these live streams. Or maybe I could just get away with using this particular web browser because I'm not having any issues with this. But I'm really frustrated at the fact that this is all of a sudden happening now. Like, why is that happening now? I don't know, but so far so good. I've been here for a little over 13 minutes, and I'm hoping that it doesn't just stop, when I'm, mid sentence. I hope that's not the issue here. But by the sounds of things, what I can hear out in the kitchen, because Amy's still watching me and she's still listening to me through her phone, although she can hear me sitting here first before she can hear me on the cell phone. No problems, because I can hear my voice out in the kitchen. Like I'm here, but I'm out there too. So there's two of me in the house right now. That's not a good thing. One of me is enough. Oh, she's not in the kitchen. Yeah, I can hear you. Yep. I heard you. Okay, I can hear you. Okay, we're in the same house. Of course we can hear each other. But that's why I'm saying I just wanted to check with some friends who they're not in the same household, because I want to know how far out this video is reaching. So if in fact it is reaching out to, well, I know it's reaching out to at least 4 people. So Amy is probably one of the 4 people who's watching this. So if anyone from outside of Michigan or even within Michigan, if you're watching and if you have my cell phone number, text me and say, yes, I can hear you, or no, I can't hear you, or Jared, you got a booger hanging from your nose, or something like that. Just let me know that you can hear me, which I don't think I have no boogers. No, I'm good. But yeah, so busy week ahead. There's a lot going on, and hopefully I get the problem resolved. Maybe it's just something I can fix. Maybe I can take it into a shop. I can have some things backed up so I don't lose the files. Because I do have flash drives, and maybe potentially if I take it into a shop, they can back up the files so that way I can have those files saved. So that way, if I have to swipe this computer clean, I can just re-download everything back onto the computer. But it's going to be a job, and it's going to probably set me back a little bit, but I got to do what I got to do. And because, and speaking of money, it's starting to warm up outside, Dad. Yeah, I was going to say we can turn the heat down. That's going to save on our energy bill. It's going to save on the propane, although they did deliver, and we got to pay that bill, unfortunately. But it's better to be safe than sorry, because it's still going to get cold at night. So we're still going to need the propane, potentially, like just for the overnight, but not all day long, because it's going to be really warm outside during the day. So that's a plus. And that's like a saving grace for us, because it's been really cold here in Michigan. We had a very brutally cold stretch of air. And so now it's starting to warm up, which is fabulous. And it's beautiful outside right now. So I'll take it. So hope you're all doing well out there. And I've officially run out of things to say. So I guess I'll talk about this Tuesday being the 32nd anniversary of my diagnosis with Wilms tumor. Like I said, I don't want to dwell on it too much, because I'm just trying to live my life, and I'm trying to move on from that. And I'm just doing what I do to help people. But of course, it's inescapable. So it does still affect me to this day, and it's always going to affect me till the day I die. Every year and every day, there's always going to be that impact, and it's always going to have that profound effect on me. But so I'm doing okay. Everything is, as far as I know, I'm doing all right. I feel really good. I don't feel sick. I don't have any symptoms or anything like that would, the classic signs or symptoms of what I used to feel when I, prior to my cancer diagnosis. Haven't had any of that. No COVID symptoms, maybe just seasonal allergies because of the change of the weather. And a lot of people are coming down sick from the change of the weather. But so in terms of 32 years since I was diagnosed, yeah, it's a big deal to me, but I just don't want to dwell on it, because there are families who are in mourning, and they're grieving because their children had passed away and didn't survive, and that I don't want to look back on it as, well, if my life could have been different, blah, 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 blah. I'm here. I'm happy to be here. I may not be happy with a lot of things going on in the world, but nevertheless, I'm still here. I made it, and I have survivor guilt. Yes, I do have survivor guilt. And that's not just something that, Jared Fuller likes to say. You can ask any other childhood cancer survivor out there. They will tell you the same thing. Survivor guilt is real. And I know that it doesn't just pertain strictly to childhood cancer. It pertains to other aspects of life. I get it. Save your hate mail, save your, Jared, you're fucking wrong about that. No, I understand. I get it. but childhood cancer is the only thing I can talk about. Really well, anyway. I'm very familiar with. But it is a real thing, and I just, like I said, I'm just trying to live my life, and I'm just doing what I think I got to do. And I keep all the fallen warriors in my heart, and the ones who are still surviving and fighting, I keep them in my heart too, because a brother and a sister is a brother and a sister. Um, they say that you can't pick and choose your family. I beg to differ, because I definitely picked and choosed. I had definitely picked and chosen, proper word, chosen, many of my family or people who I consider to be family. So you can definitely pick and choose your family. Um, so that's where I'm at right now with family. That's where I'm at right now with family. Oh, I can hear myself talk. Oh, I can hear myself talk. Oh, no, I the delay or whatever. So I know I'm live, which is a good sign. That's what I wanted to make sure. Although no one texted me and said, "Hey, Fuller, you're live on YouTube."
And honestly, I couldn't hear you back there in the utility room.
Yeah, that's all right. I just wanted to make sure that it was still live and people could hear me. Um, but I do apologize for being so late getting here. That wasn't my intention. It's just my computer has gone haywire. It's gone to shit, and I'm trying to figure out how I could potentially fix the problem. Like I said, I really don't want to have to buy a new computer, but I might have to. Um, I'm going to have to start from scratch. I'm going to have to remember passwords and this, that, and the other. And I really don't want to do that. Or it could very well just be Google Chrome, because I've heard of people having issues with Google Chrome with viruses. I don't know how true it is, but it could very well potentially be the case, because my media player is not working now. My movie maker is not working. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to somehow fix that problem and just kind of work around that problem until I get it resolved. I might have to take, because I know there is a computer shop in Chesaning where they do computer repairs and things like that, but I definitely need to get this fixed. So I might not even have to buy a new computer. I might just have to take it into a repair shop. And if there are viruses on this thing, I'll just have to get it cleaned out and start over. But definitely, I am I'm doing okay. Other than that, I've been doing a lot of writing in my journal. I've been reminiscing. I've been going here, going there. I was at my cousin's house last week. He wanted us to come up and look at a trailer. I think it was, Dad, wasn't it? Hello. What didn't we, when we went to Heidi and Elwood's, we looked at a trailer, right? Yeah, as I was going to say, I can't remember all the time. I know he can't either, but we went up there and looked at a trailer, and he invited us for dinner. You're going to stay for supper, right? Okay, we'll stay for supper. So we stayed for supper. We had what do we have? It was bread and mushrooms and French fries. We had deep fry, which I love deep fried. But for sure, I had a lot of fun. And it was great to see family again. And they were happy to see us, and uh, kids were happy, of course. And it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. So far, so good. No problems. I guess I can't use Google Chrome anymore. Or, like I said, hopefully I can just take it to a computer repair shop, they'll figure out how to fix the problem, and I can, I'm back on my feet again. But anyway, I don't mean to, it wasn't my intention to start so late because I wanted to come on right at 3:00. And I even told my dad, I said, well, I got to go live at 3 on YouTube. And I planned on coming on and I was going to use Google Chrome. But for some reason, Google Chrome is just being stupid. And I think it crashed. It's got viruses. Google Chrome has viruses, which I should text my mother to let her know that I think it's with Google Chrome. I think there's viruses. Let's see here. I think Chrome has viruses. So, Mom, I don't know if you're watching, but I will send you the link to my live stream if you're not, but you will be. I guarantee. I guarantee you'll be watching here shortly. I guarantee you'll be watching here shortly. And then it just repeats itself over and over and over and over again. Yes, it is valid. Thanks. Don't tell me that my mom's cell phone number is not valid, because you're a fucking liar. So, okay, I sent Mom the link to this live stream, folks. So while I'm here and while there are no issues, I'm going to do a quick shout out to my cousin Destiny, my buddy Joe in Kansas, my buddy Juan in Texas, my brother of the gold ribbon, JP, and those of you watching at home or in your car or wherever you may be watching from, welcome aboard. Great to have you. I'm great to actually be here and actually get to do this while the getting's good. And like I said, if you weren't here at the beginning of the video, I'm having issues with Google Chrome. I think there's viruses on the web browser, and I'm using an alternate web browser now to do this. So if I should happen to just up and disappear without warning or without saying my goodbyes, then you'll know that that's what's going on. That I've been having some serious issues with this computer with the web browser. So I'm thinking it's Google Chrome. So I can't use Google Chrome anymore. But anyway, welcome aboard. I'm very happy to have you here and watching my video today. So, Mom, if you're watching this, give me a text and let me know if you can hear me, and I will definitely text you back. Because the thing is, I try to stay live and focused on my YouTube channel, but I also, when I'm going back and forth with my cell phone here, I got to be very careful and just, not make sure that my attention is too focused on the text messaging when I'm supposed to be here on this camera right here, right here. Oh, I didn't mean to poke you in the eye. I'm sorry. But yeah, everything here is good, and I'm healthy. I'm trying to be happy. I'm trying to just get through the day, and I hope you're all doing well too. My brother Wayne, he turned 44 today, and I know I probably shouldn't reveal his age, but I did ask him last night when Dad was on the phone with him. I said, "So tell me something, Wayne. How does it feel to be 22 for the second time in your life?" And I don't remember what his response to that was, but yeah, he was born on February 28th of 1977, the same year that Dad over here went into the United States Army. So my oldest brother is 44. My middle brother, Jay, he will be 41. Yeah, he'll be 41 on March 4th, and then I'll be 35 on July 8th. So we got a little ways to go yet before I turn that little notch. And it's like I'm not getting enough to drink today. I like water. Water is good. It's good for you. No Pepsi today. But anyway, so happy birthday, Wayne, again for the third time. After this is done, I'm not really even sure what I'm gonna do. I might just go for a ride just to get away because the weather outside is so nice. It's beautiful. Excuse me. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I might just want to sit home and not do anything. But there is, let's see here. I found out from my mom that some family members on her side of the family are being stupid again, which is nothing new for them. But they've done some things that put some people in jail. And I'm not going to get into too much detail, and I'm not, of course, not going to name any names, but she was telling me about some things that happened, and it's like, oh, okay, wow. How fucking cute is that? And yeah, I can believe, yeah, exactly. Just what Dad said. I can believe anything with those guys. It's just, you know, it's one thing to be a fool, to act a fool, but man, you don't have to prove it to the world. You know, like if you're foolish, cool. But you should work to not, even when no one else is watching, try to be smart, try to be intelligent, and stop being an idiot. But I'm talking about that side of the family, which I don't claim any of them, honestly. The people that I'm referring to indirectly, because I'm not going to put names out there, but I am most assuredly not associated with them in any way whatsoever. There are still some cousins and people that I speak to on my mom's side of the family. The one that I went to go visit them, I think it was 2 weeks ago, and we used, we text each other on occasion, but I don't have an issue with them. Bug eater is what I call it. I don't have an issue with them or that family. It's other mutual cousins of ours that are just being stupid and doing dumb things like they always do. And so I'm happy to not be associated with any of that. And there was something that I wanted to issue that I've talked about before. And that is the fact that people who say they are too busy to email or text, I'm that excuse, and I do understand that there are people out there who actually are busy, legitimately they are busy. They have jobs, they have families to support. I understand it. I totally get it 100%. However, when you're spending 3 hours a day or more on Facebook, you should be able to take 2 seconds out of your day to say, "Hey, Jared, what's up? Like, how's it going today?" You should be able to take 2 fucking seconds out of your 3-hour long whatever facade on Facebook to text me to see how I'm doing. I shouldn't have to constantly engage other people. I shouldn't have to be the one to always reach out to other people. That is a problem. And and after a while, it does become an excuse. It's just an old excuse that gets rehashed and just regurgitated over and over and over again. Oh, I'm so busy. I'm so busy. Yeah, when you're busy, then I understand. But when you're on Facebook, when you're, you know, busy on Facebook, how about texting me? Could I be in your thoughts? Could I don't know, have a position in your priority somewhere? I would love to get text messages from just random people out of the blue, out of the blue. "Hey, Jared, how's it going, buddy? How you doing today?" Instead, I have to seek everybody else. I'm kind of getting sick of it. Because to tell you the truth, even when I get busy in life, which I do get very busy in my life, if I receive a text message, I always reply. Always reply. I always say, I'm kind of busy at the moment. Can I text you later? Or if I don't text right away, eventually I will text and I'll say, I'm sorry I didn't reply to your text message right away because I was busy doing other things. I had other engagements. I just got busy doing other things, or I was driving. But I don't totally fucking ignore my friends and I don't totally fucking blow them off, especially if I know that I get a text message. If I know that I get an email, I'm not going to totally ignore anybody. I don't like to ignore anybody. Well, maybe the trolls, but it's I don't know. It sounds like whining or complaining, but I'm not doing any of those. I'm not whining, I'm not complaining, I'm venting. Because, if you call me your friend, the least you could do is make me a priority once in a while. I don't think it's too much to ask. If I have to ask you for that, then I'm not even sure that the friendship is legitimate. That makes me question a lot of things. And when I do text people, it's like, well, I better text him because then he'll think something or whatever. Like it's forced. Well, I don't want it to be forced. I want to actually hear from people who call me their friends. I don't think it's too much to ask, but then again, it might be. But anyway, that's all I got to say about that. And I know, like I said, I'm probably not the best at, replying to text messages or reaching, but it seems to me, even when I get a few minutes of free time, I am reaching out and texting people, because I think about them. If they're my friends, of course I think about them. If you're my friend, I think about you. Definitely, I think about you all the time, every day. It's just sad that I don't get that kind of priority reciprocated. It's stupid. And something else that I mentioned, my mom and I were talking about this. I said, there's people who always tell me, well, I don't have the energy to deal with that, or there's too much drama surrounding you, or some drawn out excuse, and it gets tiresome. You get you get the excuse so many times, and it's like, I've heard this before. I've seen this before. Somewhere, where did I see this? I'm trying to think. Let me think. Hold on. Wait. Where did I see this excuse before? Oh yeah, from you. Well, first of all, there is no bad news or drama surrounding me. It may appear that way. And if you're focused on, Facebook, my haters are going to make it appear as if there's always constant drama surrounding me. I'm happy to tell you there's not. There's not drama surrounding me constantly. I'm actually doing pretty good out here. But see, if you never talk to me, you would never know that there's not constant drama surrounding me. And if the reason that you don't reach out ever is because you're dealing with your own issues, I respect that, and I will keep my space, and I will let you have your space so that way you can work out your problems, and I'm not going to try to weasel my way in or stick my nose where it doesn't belong. But hey, even when life is great, you can send me a text message. I don't think it's too much to ask. Why? Because I'm not one of the favorite people that you put on a pedestal, because I'm not Tom Mitchell, I'm not Ronnie Duvall, I'm not Milk Tyson, I'm not all these other people who just think they're the shit because they can help somebody and then brag about it on Facebook later. Guess what? If you find it okay that these insecure people who are only doing this to put out a good image of themselves on Facebook, if their only way of doing that is using your kid as a band-aid to their insecurity boo-boos, then you are no fucking better than they are. Because I certainly never one time have used your kids as an insecurity issue for myself. I have never used your kids to make myself feel good. Never. Not once. Because I'm not insecure. I'm not insecure about anything. I have lived through more than enough real life experiences to actually understand that it's not the attention or the popularity I need. It's the information and understanding that I already fucking have. I don't need any of that other stuff. None of that nonsense, the popularity or whatever the case may be, none of that matters because of the fact that I already have a firm understanding. I have rudimentary understanding about situations that pertain to your kids regarding childhood cancer. I've already been there. Been there, done that. And I, for one, just get sick and tired of the fact that, you know, I'm as real as it's going to get. And you have people on Facebook who want to preach about how real they are. And, you know, it's, well, this is what real is like. And this is what it means to be real. You're a fucking idiot. Because if you have to explain what real is, you're not real. You have a fake personality. Just got to call a spade, man. And these two over here are awfully fucking quiet today. Yeah, but I like to get some input because this is our Sunday video update. Like I've said many times before, it's not just mine, it's ours. It's the Jared, Wayne, and Amy Sunday video update. Well, we knew that. I don't give a fuck either. But the thing is I'm trying to, I want you guys to get involved. If there's something you want to say it. But, you know, within reason. I mean,
Yeah, I wish one person would leave me alone.
like now, like I just threw some names out there because of the fact that, you know, it's awful. To me, it's just so funny. You get people out there who they want to sick the police on me. It's fucking funny. It's hilarious. Little do you know, or unbeknownst to you, I actually know the laws pretty good. I am very well versed and very well seasoned with the law. I know what's illegal. I know what's not illegal. I'm going to tell you something right now. I do a thing called First Amendment audits. You may have heard of this. You may not have heard of it. What is it? It's filming in public. It's filming from publicly accessible areas of public places, whether it be post offices, police departments, the fucking sidewalk. I do that kind of thing. And after I collect the footage or, you know, the B-roll footage or content, whatever, I decide as to whether or not I want to hold it for my personal record, if I want to put it on my YouTube channel here. I make those decisions. That's up to me. I film police. I do a little cop watch thing. I film post offices. I film places where I'm legally allowed to be. So if anybody has any issue or discrepancy with me being a troublemaker or sick the cops on Jared, you're wasting your fucking time. Because I am very well aware of the law. I have had many interactions with law enforcement. Hello. What am I still doing sitting here if I'm such a bad guy?
You even had them shine your eyes.
Yeah, they shined their lights in my eyes. I thought it was fucking funny. I, you know, if they're going to tell me, well, go back home to mom's basement. You don't know my mom, and she would love to have me in her fucking basement. Thank you very much.
You mean your mom's basement?
Mm-hmm. And that's what I said. I said, oh, you mean your mom's basement? Okay. All right. Awesome. Great. But I wasn't going to say anything, but who cares? Yeah, I do a cop watch. I film police. I go to post offices. I go to police departments. I go to sidewalks, anywhere where I'm legally allowed to be. Now, there's a lot of question about, well, Jared, you're filming in a post office, that you can't film people's personal property. I'm going to cue you in on a little something, and it's just like fucking Facebook. Now, you got to pay attention to this, because this may be a valuable key piece of information that you're going to need. You're going to get an education. There is no expectation of privacy in public. Let me say that again. There is no expectation of privacy in public. You know what that means? That means if there's private information that you want protected, that's not up to me to protect it. It's up to you. That also pertains to social fucking media. If there are things, pictures, information, doesn't matter what it is. If you have information that you don't want people to get, don't post it. Ta-da! See how easy that is? It's no different than if I go to a post office. I could walk down the sidewalk in Chesaning, which I've done many times. You walk down the side. I could walk down the sidewalk in Chesaning. I can film everything my eyes can see from a sidewalk. Doesn't matter if it's you. Doesn't matter if it. I try not to film children. That's not my objective. That's not my goal. But that, you know what? You're in public. You're in public. There is no expectation of privacy in public. I can film anything my eyes can see. And as far as filming in a post office, it's not just the idea of no expectation of privacy in public. There's a thing posted inside of the lobby of the post office. It's called Poster 7, which is the rules governing conduct on federal property. Meaning that there is a section in Poster 7, and you can Google this yourself. Poster 7, United States Postal Service, Poster 7. It gives a specific description of what I am allowed to do. I can take video and photograph in publicly accessible areas of public buildings. The post office is public. It's not private. Now, I couldn't go to like Subway or Frank's Supermarket or Hungry Howie's and film, because that's private owned. Although it's open to the public, it's not public property. See, there's a difference, and that's what you got to focus on. It's the same with Facebook. Now, because when you post things to Facebook, it's not private. Nothing on Facebook is private. I don't care if you have a private group. I don't care if you set your posts to friends or private or whatever. It's not truly private. And there is no expectation of privacy in public. There's just not. Sorry, there's not. There never was. So all these people say, well, I don't want you sharing my stuff without my permission. If you put it on Facebook, guess what? They don't need your fucking permission. They don't. Public information is public information. Another example. See what this is? It's a phone book. Look at all these different numbers and addresses of residencies, and including the yellow pages. But look at all of the there's lots of different listings in the Chesaning phone book. That's residents, the white pages. And I am included. I am listed in the phone book. So is this Chesaning or I think it's, matter of fact, I don't even think they no, they don't separate it anymore. Oh, because it's all Chesaning. It's not Chesaning, Brant, New Lothrop. They don't section it off like they used to, but I do appear right there in the Chesaning phone book under Fuller. And we'll see. Yeah, they spelt the name of my road wrong, but nonetheless, the phone number is correct. If I wanted my information to be private, I would have to notify the phone company, and that number and my address would be unlisted. That means that the onus falls on me to protect information that I don't want to be made public. It's the same fucking thing. If I don't want my personal information being in a phone book, I would have to call CenturyLink, which is the name of my phone company, and I would have to ask them specifically, I would like to request, I'm requesting that my address and my phone number be private or unlisted, and they will do it. I don't know if it'll cost me anything, but I'm pretty sure. But that's how that works. The onus is on me to protect my private information. If there's information that I don't want other people to see, then I have to be the one to make sure that my information is protected, that it's private. Now, at a post office, there is nothing there's nothing that would ever be passed at a front desk that is so sensitive that you're going to see it. I guarantee that. Guarantee it. There is nothing. The onus falls on the person who wants their privacy protected. It is up to you to protect it. It's not up to me. It's not my responsibility to make sure that your privacy is protected. That's on you. And Amy, I think you were about to interject because you kind of looked at me when I said that.
No.
I thought you had something to say about that.
No, just pillow is all hair.
Oh. I thought you were going to disagree or have a question or something, but I'm more than happy to answer a question if you had a question. No, there is no expectation of privacy in public, and I don't care what Facebook tells you about, protect your privacy. Bullshit. There is no expectation of privacy in public, and it's not protected. There are some things that if you don't want to be put out into the cyber world, you don't post it. If you don't want people getting pictures of your children, sharing them with friends and other family, don't post them.
Make it private if you're going to post them to.
Here's an idea. Well, not even Facebook. Here's an idea. Text them to your friends because they're going to be the ones who see that unless someone gets your phone. When you put it on a platform like Facebook, it's still not truly private because you're putting it on a third-party platform. So it's not truly private. If you set it to friends, it's still public to your friends.
Yeah.
See, people don't understand that. They think, well, if it's just set to friends, the whole world's not going to see it. It doesn't matter. It's still public to your friends. That's the little, therein lies the confusion.
I used to sync my pictures with Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would get comments about my pictures. And I'd be like, how in the heck did they find that? And then I was told.
Right.
And it's like,
how are my pictures getting around to people that I never shared them with? Easy, because when you can still put your pictures on friends, and if you have a mole on your Facebook friends list, rest assured, they're relaying things that you don't want them to see. They're being two-faced and pretending to be your friend to get information to send back to the people that you're enemies with, that you don't want them having their information.
So what do? I go to smart Jared over here.
So
Jared, help!
So you don't post it to Facebook. Don't post anything sensitive to Facebook. If it's really that big of a deal that you don't want people sharing pictures of your kids or getting personal information, don't post it to Facebook. That's where you're making the mistake. So remember that next time. Dad doesn't have Facebook anymore. I happily don't have Facebook anymore. Facebook could burn for all I care. I just
I
It-
only have it for certain reasons. My son,
uh-huh.
my nephew, my other nephew.
But see, they can text you as well, can't they?
Yeah, they've done all of it.
Yeah.
They call, they text, they do Facebook.
If
We
if
like Duo.
see, oh yeah, I love Duo. Video chatting, I love video chatting with my friends, and I've got Skype too. And I've got Skype on my phone, but the thing is there's other means of getting information out.
I don't like video chatting on Facebook.
No. Through Messenger?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like that.
But really that's the nuts and bolts of that. You just got to understand the difference between privacy and public. And technically, like I said, even if you do set something to friends on Facebook, it's still going to be public to your friends. See, and that's kind of where there's a difference, because when you're in a post office, of course, that information, there's nothing so sensitive that information will be disseminated to the public. You're not going to have mailing addresses out there. You're not going to have social security numbers just lying out and about, or even at a bank or at a government building. You're not going to have people's personal information out and about.
Right. We're on the computer.
Yeah.
You're able to go into these sites.
Yeah.
And put in your name, your address.
Yeah, which is,
you know, and then
yeah,
they end up sending you spam crap.
Yeah, which is why I'm very leery about even entering information into a computer, because
Finding out the hard way.
You just never know who's out there watching. You just never fucking know. And there's people out there who they're getting more and more sophisticated with. She's getting sick, Dad.
Getting sick.
Or he's getting sick. You're quicker, and I can't get up. Yeah, yep. Out you go, baby boy. Out you go.
The pillow and all.
Pillow.
Come on, cat.
Oh.
Out you go. I don't need to be cleaning up cat puke.
I don't need it on my bed.
Oy, oy, oy. I forgot what I was saying. I was distracted. I was distracted by potential cat vomit. But oh yeah, expectation of privacy in public. Yeah, there is none. So say for example, like, oh yeah, Duo, the video chatting. Okay, let's talk about Google Earth real quick before I wrap this up, because I've been here for nearly an hour without issue. So, let's talk about Google Earth. They didn't need your permission to film your property, did they? Nope. And when I can Google my address, and when I look at Google Earth, I can see my fucking property. I can see the house. I can see the driveway. I can see my fucking vehicle.
To me, that's invasion of privacy, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Invasion of
But
privacy.
however, depending on how you look, well, but then again, they could just as well be on our road. Google could just as well drive by our house and take pictures of the house.
Yeah, which is,
That's not illegal.
no.
That's not illegal, because roads are public property. We pay for them. They are open to the public.
Yeah, as long as they don't come up our driveway and stuff.
Right, exactly. As long as they don't trespass on private property, they can stand on the road or drive by the house and take pictures of the house.
Let's see how much junk you got in your
Yep.
yard to mine you if you don't get rid of it.
Yep. Amy is absolutely right.
It's your goddamn land.
Yep.
It has nothing to do with them fucking people.
But then again, it's not even our land. It belongs to the state. We pay the state rent,
Well, yeah.
We're just renting.
or as I like to call, yearly extortion. We pay annual extortion fee, summer extortion and winter extortion, for money that they didn't earn, but they just sit with fat, happy pockets and continue to line it with money they didn't earn. But we have to pay them for some, because the thing is, if you really and truly own something, why the fuck should you have to pay somebody else to have it? If it's yours, it's yours. You don't have to keep paying on the motherfucker. Well, that's just how I would see it. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, property taxes.
Because when you die, you either lose your land or your house or all of it.
How about vehicle, like your registration? Well, when your driver's license expires, well, why should my driver's license ever fucking expire? Why should it ever expire? It's just a way for the state to get more money.
I had just an ID, and why should you have? If you got an ID, your appearance don't change much within that time frame.
And
You have to go and get your stupid picture done again for the dang
yeah,
thing.
yeah, and the state has us on record. They got your fingerprint, they got your face, they got your address, they got your social security number, they have all your information. I don't think my name, Jared Fuller, is going to change. I can't put Jared Bear on my driver's license unless I change my name. But why would I want to go through the trouble of changing my name?
And I can't put Pooh Bear on mine.
You know,
My nickname.
it's just a way for the state to make more money. And, I just, there's a lot of things that I don't agree with and a lot of things I don't understand. And every day is a learning experience. And a lot of things I'm very well seasoned with. I'm very well learned, especially with, privacy laws and things like that. And like I said, I've had numerous to numerous interactions with law enforcement. I'm no stranger to police. They recognize my face. The thing is that if I'm really and truly doing something out there, if that were the case, would I be sitting here right now? Anybody could get my email address and email me. It might be from a person that I don't want to hear from. Okay. So then I have the option of blocking that particular email address or receiving email from that particular individual. I wouldn't go on social media then to whine and bitch and gripe about, oh, I got an email from Jared Fuller. Oh, that creeps me out. Shut the fuck up. It's an email. Get over yourself. You don't have a right to not be offended or, I just don't want him emailing me. I don't care. Maybe I didn't want you to email me. But that doesn't stop you. And furthermore, I don't whine and gripe and bitch and bellyache because I heard from someone I didn't like. So, and it's raining outside. Dad.
Dad's snoring. He says it's raining outside.
Is it raining?
Yeah, I can hear it tapping on the
It's supposed to rain today, though.
yeah, I can hear it tapping on the
Something.
air conditioner. Yeah, it's raining. Yep. It is. It's raining. But I'm not going to sit and whine and complain because, I got an email or someone wrote me a letter. Dad's watching a television program called Roots back in the 70s. But anyway, I don't sit and gripe and complain because now Tom Mitchell sent me a bunch of shit in the mail that I didn't ask for. He just sent it, trying to be a wise guy, trying to intimidate. Didn't work. I'm not whining.
Everyone's like, how did he get your address and everything?
Yeah, how do people get my mailing address? Well, because my address is public. I don't view it as being doxed because there's a lot of people who have my mailing address and a lot of people I've written to. I have nothing to hide. I put my return address on the envelope when I write a letter to a warrior. That's how they get it. But I've received a lot of garbage in the mail from people who just don't like me. They sent me prison t-shirts, like, oh, like they're supposed to do something. Like, what the fuck? It's just a t-shirt with the word, an orange t-shirt, which, by the way, orange represents murder. I'm not a murderer.
And what were the numbers on it?
And I'm not anything that I've ever been accused of. So what was the point of that?
And what were the numbers on it?
Yeah, there were numbers on it. They were like alleged inmate numbers.
Yeah.
Well, it's not with the MDOC, I can tell you that. It's just a shirt. And I've had people send me.
As a matter of fact, I think you sometimes still wear that shirt.
Yeah, I don't even know what happened to that shirt. It's people who act immaturely and they don't have brains. Just ask Russ Boggs, he'll tell you. He's a fucking lunatic. Don't make comments about people with mental issues. No, that's not that. I'm not making any crass statements. That's actually a fact. He's I don't know, a fucking loony bin. That's where he's from. A fucking loony farm. And he should go back. But anyway, I there are some things I just look at, I reflect on that, and it's like, you people are so fucking obnoxiously stupid to waste the time, waste the money, waste the resources. What are you trying to prove? I'm laughing the whole time. It looks like I'm complaining, and it may very well come off that I'm complaining, but I'm really laughing. I'm having a fucking just a gay old time. I think it's funny that people are so insecure about themselves and obnoxious that people who actually listen to me, they take so much offense to something that I talk about, which is true. And I'm sorry that truth is not something that's going to suit your narrative, but I'm not going to run from the truth. I'm not going to hide from the truth, and I'm going to fucking present the truth, whether anybody likes it or not. Because, if you're claiming I've done something, you got to prove it. You got to demonstrate it. Just like I had Brandy Bullock, another one. Oh, I've got evidence. Well, if you had evidence, honey, you would have put that evidence in a police report, and I would be locked away. I threw down the gauntlet a long time ago with a lot of these so-called naysayer types. They want to act like they've got the moral high ground when in fact they don't. In fact, what they like to do instead is talk shit and make veiled threats. And they like to send me crap in the mail. Negativity, like I said, does not surround me. I'm not caught up in this aura of negative energy. I'm doing great. I'm always positive. I try to be positive about a lot of things. It doesn't always work out. I have my good days and bad days like everybody else. Some days are good, some days aren't. But at the end of the day, I can say it was rough, but I made it through. If I have a bad day, and if I have a good day, I can say, what a fucking awesome day I had. I hope tomorrow is even better, if not just as good. And I'm just out here doing what I'm supposed to do. And yeah, I have had interactions with law enforcement officers. And here I am still. So if I have any, people say I'm under investigation and all this, that, and the other. Well, if I'm under investigation, surely law enforcement would run my plate and it would come up on their computer that it would come up on their computer that I'm under investigation, that I have warrants. Would it not? I think it would. It's just people who are insecure about themselves. I'm not insecure. I just I speak the truth about a lot of things that most people do not agree with, because of the fact that I didn't allow myself to become trapped in with a bunch of people. I didn't allow myself to become infatuated with this need to be seen and heard everywhere I go. That I have to think the same way. I have to mold and shape my opinions around this predetermined set of ideas. It doesn't represent me. The childhood cancer world is no different. You have to think alike. You have to look alike. You have to be just as fucking foolish and ignorant in your way of thinking. These people don't have a single rational, critical thought of their own. They've adopted a set of ideas and opinions. Y'all don't fucking speak for me. And because I walk alone as a critical thinker, because I walk alone as a childhood cancer survivor, I let people see me for me. You're going to love me or leave me. And either way, I could care less. Because the real people who love me stick with me. And although I do on occasion find a bit of discontent with people who can never find the time to text me just randomly out of the blue, I understand that most people do in fact have lives of their own, just like I do. They have jobs, they have families to support. I get busy. I got a life of my own too. But guess what? I still make time for them. And they know that. Now, maybe one day they'll find it in their heart to just randomly text me out of the blue or email me out of the blue. That'd be great. My phone is always on. My email is always open to them. My mailing address is always available if they want to write me a letter or send me a gift or whatever, but I'm not expecting gifts. I don't expect anything in return. The only thing I would hope for and not expect so much is the fact that I am acknowledged by people who call me their friends. If that makes sense. Maybe it is an expectation. Maybe there is just a little string attached. Okay. But if they're my friends, they shouldn't have a problem or an issue with saying, hey, how's it going today? How's life treating you? Do you got a girlfriend yet? No, I don't have a girlfriend yet. But I am talking to some women. So, and I say some women because I'm such a horn dog. No, I don't know. It's like this. I have lots of female friends. Many of them are single. Okay. I'm not making them compete for me because I'm not trying to compete with anybody else to get them. What I do is that I let it ride. We're friends. We have a friendship. We have a sturdy foundation and understanding of our friendship. We reach new levels every day. We can talk about more personal things, which is really fucking cool. And we reach that certain level of personal understanding where we have that personal communication. We can talk about things that only we will understand. I have that connection with a lot of people, not just women. I have guy friends that I talk to about personal shit, and they talk to me about their personal shit too, which I don't mind it. We're adults. We're mature enough to handle that. And there may be times when they say, well, FYI, Jared, FYI, I don't need to know that. Okay. And, in fairness, okay, maybe I shouldn't have, gotten into detail a little too much about that particular subject. But nonetheless, they are my friends. They are people that I love and care about, and they are people that I have wonderful interactions with. And the only discontentment that I have with that is the fact that I have to reach out to them first. Even when I get busy and like I'll find time in between being busy doing what I'm doing, and I'll just, that person came to my mind today, and I'll text them, which is usually a lot of people. Everybody's on my mind. And I don't want to start dropping names because I had to learn that lesson the hard way. The only time I drop names is when I talk about enemies like, Debbie Carver, who actually, an old wrinkled up, dried up fucking prune who goes on Facebook, talks shit about me. She goes on YouTube, talks shit about me. If you look up Debbie Carver, you will see that she actually stole one of my fucking live Facebook videos, uploaded it to her YouTube channel, but yet she will come down on me for harassing and stalking. Hey, Debbie, fuck you. Let me know when I cross the line. That's not the pot calling the kettle black. Hey, Debbie, less whiskey in your Metamucil, sweetheart. It'll serve you good in life. Put the fucking bottle down. Oh, hi. Huh?
Well, give your friends a shout out to that lives in Mount Morris. The one that I found you.
Mount Morris.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, I don't know how much of this I want to put out, but there was a little boy that I became friends with, and his mom and dad, of course. He passed away. He had cancer, and he was receiving treatment in Ann Arbor. And I had driven down to see him one day, and it was an awesome visit. We had pizza, had a little pizza party, and we watched movies together. I kind of told him about, filled him in a little bit on what I had gone through as a child, and well, he passed away, and his family had relocated to a little town out by Flint, Michigan, called Mount Morris, and so Dad wanted me to do a shout out to that family. I wish I could say the name, but if I say the name, my haters are going to go back and tell them a bunch of shit that's not true. And then I got to deal with that drama all over again. So, if you know who you are, I love you all. I'm thinking about you. And, I hope you've been, and this, I mean, this is so, it seems so glib to even say this, but I hope you found better days after, that it's terrible. It's really just terrible when anyone loses their children in any way. I mean, I was just watching on my cell phone, and it was from a news station out in Grand Rapids. It's called Wood TV, News Channel 8. A 7-year-old girl was struck and killed by a car crossing the fucking street in her own neighborhood. She died as a result of her injuries. And I watched the news story. She was a very courageous little girl. She meant a lot to her community. She didn't live in Grand Rapids. She lived close by Grand Rapids, a little town called Jenison, which is a suburb of Grand Rapids. She meant a lot to her community, and she died as a result of her injuries. That broke my fucking heart when I read that, and when I watched the news coverage of that. That was fucking terrible. I couldn't imagine going through something like that. Even though it wasn't childhood cancer that claimed her life, I could not imagine losing a child. Like, I just couldn't. And that's really something that it just hits home. And it's not something I like to talk about, particularly because I know it's a sensitive subject. It's a delicate topic. And I have lots of friends who've lost children. And I don't want to sound insensitive, and I just don't want to say things that they may not agree with, because there's never the right words to say when it comes to losing a child. It doesn't matter if it's cancer or being hit by a car, whatever the case may be. Yeah,
being
and there's just never the right words to say in a situation like that. At least I don't think I could ever find the right words, because there's nothing that could ever justify or simplify what a parent goes through when their child dies. That's why I never talk about it. But it's like with childhood cancer in particular. Yes, I speak about that openly and very clearly, vividly, because of the fact that I can relate to it. So of course I'm going to talk about childhood cancer, but when it comes to the death of a child loss, that's where I draw the line. That's the line of delineation. I can no longer speak, because only a parent will know what that feels like. I'm not a parent, so I don't know what that feels like. I've never lost a child. So I don't speak about it. I let the bereaved parent talk about their feelings, which may not even be sufficient enough, because like I said, there probably are no words that could ever describe how that feels. But what I can tell you with a great deal of certainty is that, contrary to popular belief, what you're reading about me on Facebook, I am a very nice person. I'm nice to everybody. I try to be civil with everybody. I always approach people with a certain aspect and a certain degree of decorum and civility. I'm very cordial with the people I talk to. But until such time as I'm given a reason to not be nice anymore, watch the fuck out, because then I'm going to go off. And if what you're saying is, well, Jared, I have evidence of you where you're verbally attacking parents of cancer kids. You betcha, because that is a reply, that is a response to their bullshit. And I'm not going to take it lying down. It's just not going to happen. I'm sure you do have evidence of me talking very colorful about some of these parents who want to talk shit and want to believe stupid shit all the time. You bet your ass. And I have no issue with that. In life, you get what you give. And when I give love and respect and understanding, I can only hope that I get that in return. It's 5:00, and I've been here for over an hour and 20 minutes, so I really got to get this done and uploaded to my channel. I want to thank you for stopping by, and I'm sorry that I got here so late. I've been having issues with the computer, like I said, but I wanted to kind of go a little bit over an hour and give you an extra maybe 20 minutes or whatever of just ranting and talking about things, because just as a way to make up for the time that I would have been here had the computer not fucked up. But I'm here, and everything here is good. Amy is going to sleep. I didn't know she was taking a nap. But if she were awake, she would say peace out and have a good day, have a good week. Dad, any final words?
Yeah, be safe. Take care of one another.
Be safe and take care of one another. And my final words for this week is, I'm sorry that I got here so fucking late. I couldn't help it. I just couldn't help it. Hopefully I get this issue resolved, because I really don't want to have to run into any more issues like that again. But to put it into a nutshell, to wrap this up, I hope you all have a wonderful week. I hope you stay safe. I hope you continue to follow the guidelines of the CDC during this very fucking strange time in our lives. And, I hope that that we all get through another day, and that we're able to just take what we're thrown and we just take it in stride and we just get through it. And if there are disagreements, maybe we should talk through them. Don't just assume something. Ask the questions, because when you're asking questions and when you're talking about it, you're doing something about it. So let's have those discussions. No name calling, no swearing, nothing. I even offered peace offerings to some of my enemies, my haters, Elizabeth Comfort Deaver and Andrew Stevens. I have offered my peace offerings to them. They don't want it. So, and they're not the only people I've offered peace offerings to. I want to make peace with everybody. They don't want that. They want to continue to be childish and immature and ignorant and stupid and all the other synonyms that will best fit that blank. I don't have time for bullshit. Even when I'm trying to be nice to people, I don't have time for bullshit. Now, I've already told Tom Mitchell that if he wants to make amends, if he wants to offer an apology, then he can call my house phone. And he's got my number. And if he wants to call and say, look, I was wrong for lying about you on my Facebook page, I will be more than happy to have that conversation. But if not, fuck off. I'm done. You can continue to put on a show and you can continue to pull the wool over people's eyes and make people think that you're this wonderful, amazing human being. You can lie to people, and that's going to be your demise. I've tried to be nice to people, everybody, including Tom. And instead, what I get is a phone call, stupid message on my voicemail saying, well, Jared needs mental help, coming from a narcissist, right? The irony is incredibly thick. And I'm just done. I'm done with a lot of these people. I have no time for them. And what? No, because it's live. It'll go up immediately. The second I end this, it's going to go up on my channel. But I have tried to provide people with peace offerings. They don't want. Why? I don't know. And I've even been civil about it. I've been nice about it. You know, you probably hear the grouchy, assholey side of Jared Fuller. We're just getting started. I don't want to be an asshole to anybody. I don't want to be a jerk to anybody. But, you know, you get what you give. And if I'm trying to be nice to you, I would only hope that I get that in return. If not, that's your problem. There's nothing I can do for you. I can wish you the best from a distance, but I don't even think I'm really willing to do that, because I just have no feeling for people who are liars and master manipulators. And you can ask Milk Tyson about that. Ask a guy named Ronnie Duvall. Just people who manipulate, and they will leech off the skin of your back to make sure that they are number one in someone else's book. Well, it's not happening on Facebook, and it sure as fuck is not happening here. So, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful week. Hopefully, I can use this particular web browser to go live again. And we will have another hour-and-a-half long Sunday video update. Much love. Peace out. Take care, guys. I'll see you next week. Maybe. Hopefully. Toodaloo.